looking into HTML media. In the HTML media, we have our videos and our audio, and also our YouTube embed. So let's quickly create a file for this. Open this up. Let me close all the tabs that are open. HTML. Where is my file? HTML media.html. So the file is creating. Okay, while it is creating, we have a HTML video and audio and also YouTube, which are under the HTML media. So let me delete this file. And under the video, we have 5 formats for the video. During those days, what they really have is our text for the browsers, onto the multimedia, onto the likes of audio and video came around, which are stored in media files. And then we'll be looking into the formats that we have in video. We have MPEG, AVI, .wmv. Those are extensions being attached to a video. So if you can check one of the video that you have now. Let me see the one of the video that I have here. And so right, click on it. So this is my route. So if you want to know the format of the video that you are on, just tap on the video once and then right click, go to properties and then details, general. So you can see the type of file, mp4.mp4. so you can do that and check the type of video that you are uploading or taking to your web page. We have QuickTime. The QuickTime plays better in Apple. The WMV plays well on Windows computers, but not on the web browsers. We also have Real Video, which does not play in web browsers. So we have Flash. I think Flash is now outdated. We have .ogg, which is also supported by HTML. We have .webm, which is also supported by HTML, and we also have our the normal format that we use currently, which is the .mp4, which is supported by all browsers and also recommended by YouTube. So these videos that you are watching now via YouTube are all .mp4 file. And then for our audio, we have a MIDI file, which is for instrumental digital interface, which also it plays well on all computers and music hardware, but not in web browsers. And we have Real Audio, WMA, .AAC, .wav, and also .ogg. .ogg can also be used for video and also audio, so it does better. We also have MP3, which we all know, and also .mp4. .mp4 also is a video format, but can also be used for audio, and likely .mp4 formats are supported by all browsers. So we'll be looking into videos, the video formats, HTML media, and if we will be looking into the video format. So for the video has a tag of video, okay, video element, which is used to show a video on a web page. So we use our video tag or video element to show videos on our web page. So let's see how to place a video. Firstly, I'll have to create a folder here that will contain my the videos that I want to be displayed in my website. So creating it as a normal file. Let me create a folder. Supposed to create a folder. Okay, videos. Let me move in some videos into that folder that I just created. I don't think I have a pharmacy. So let me use two. So two of the video here. Copy that into the Codealong. It should be in the desktop. Codealong videos. Paste it in. Okay. So for our video, we have a source, an element called source, which we use to bring in the video type. The source element has the type and also the source. The src. Let me be showing this so that we cannot see that source. Oops, spelling source. Then we have source, which is the name of the video, name of the video dot the extension. So it also have a type. It also have a type of video /mp4 if our video is mp4, if our video is ogg. Actually, I forgot to say that the format or the extension that are currently supported is OGG, WebM, and MP4. So bear that in mind. So whenever you are uploading a video, you should know the content, the file format that are being supported currently. So, and then within this video, we can have multiple videos. We can have multiple videos here. So let's add another one. Let's close this source. And then let's open up. Let's add another source. SRC. Then let's add our video here, and we have a VID videos, and then let's pick one guide to which is the .mp4. So all we'll be needing for the type will be video /mp4. So, and we also have a text to display if your browser does not support any of the video tags. I'm forgetting to close this. Okay. So whether I close it or not, seems like it's a safe and selected now. So your browser does not support the video tags. So, and this, let's see how it's going to display in the browser. So in case the video does not see the source, the first source, it will move over to the second source. And then if the browser that we are using does not support the extension that we gave it to play, it will display your browser does not support the video tag. So let's see that in our browser here. CSS, HTML media. Okay, so you can see the video here. Then for the video tag, because actually we can't play it now because we didn't give it a control. So let's look into that briefly. In our video, we have attributes like we can assign a width. We can assign width to it to be able to resize that to our assets, and also height. Let's make it a square. And we also have controls. Control attributes are the ones that add our play button, stop button, fast forward or next, or volumes. So that's what the controls does. So that's it. And remember I told you for the source provides alternative videos which may, so the source is for the alternative videos, and so the browser will pick the first one. If the browser doesn't see the first one, it will pick the second one. So as I told you, so let's refresh and see what. Okay, so you can see now our control is now here and our video is now resized, so we could be able to play this, and then we could be able to pause. And we also have some other attributes. We also have autoplay on the video tag, which will instruct the video to play by default on startup. So let's refresh and see what that will do. Autoplay. That way. Autoplay. Why is it not playing? Autoplay. So bear it in mind that the autoplay will start a video automatically. So autoplay will start a video automatically. You can also see where it's being specified a Boolean attribute. If specified, the video automatically begins to play back as soon as it can do so without stopping to finish loading the data. So I don't know why it's not actually autoplaying. So but we'll see that. Maybe let's move this from here and put it down here. So let's see if that works. Still the same thing. Just bear it in mind that the autoplay will start our video automatically whenever the page loads. So we also have another attribute, which is muted. Muted will mute we remove the sound from the video. Oh, and now okay, our autoplay now works and without a sound. So you can see that the sound is being turned off by default. So you can remove that. Let me see. Then let's add back our controls. I just wanted to check if something is wrong with this, but I don't know. Save and then refresh. Then let's remove our muted. If you remove the muted now, let's go back and see. You can see the volume is no more turned off by default, so, and we can clearly hear the sound of the video playing in the background. So that's all on video. Remember, the video, the media types that we have is MP4, WebM, and OGG. So the next one we'll be looking into will be the audio. The audio tag is used to display audio to our web browser. Audio, and that's the audio tag that we use to display that we used to play or an audio file on a web page. So just like the video that we just did now, the audio also have a source. The source is used for showing an alternative in case if the browser didn't get to find the first audio or the first video, it checks the second one. If it's still the same thing, it checks the third one. If not, it just show you a blank. Okay, so let's remove this and see how it's going to be. .mp3. Since it can't find the video that both of the video that was specifying, it will just show you a blank player, a blank player here. So you can see. So let's correct that mp4, so you can also see it again. And then just like I said, it's also have a source. I have some audio on my system. Let me preload it and also open up another folder that will contain the audio files that we are going to be using for this audio. Let me bring in some audio here. Let me copy to and then paste. That should be here. Audio. Okay. Then let's add one video. So the audio is in the audio folder, and let's add this. And then also add our type, which is our audio. Remember, for the video you put a video here and then the format, the extension, and then for the audio you put an audio then slash the format that you are specifying it will be in. Then let's have another one here. Let's copy this and paste it in here. and let's check that out. Let's also put this one in case our browser doesn't recognize the tags that I passed. Does not recognize the video. That's not the video tag. It's supposed to be the video format, and this is supposed to be the format also. Okay, so let's see that in the browser. Refresh. It's not showing. Why? Okay, so what might have been the problem? Of controls. Then let's do that again. Okay, so the audio does not behave the same way the video behave. In the video you can see just the image, the start, that's the start time where the video starts. You only see the image being placed in the background. But for our audio, if you don't add a control here, that means it won't come up to our page. So you can see it's not showing. Let me add the controls back and refresh. I can see it's now playing, and that's it. So these are our controls, and so the controls attributes as audio. It adds the controls add the audio controls like play, pause, and volume, just like we saw in the video. The source is also alternative audio. So let's say we have a .ogg here. What the audio will do is to check the first one, which is this. If it's available, that's what the audio will play for us. If not, it will check the second one. If it's available, it will play that. If not, then your audio will not play. /ogg. And we also have autoplay, just like we saw over there. I don't know the reason why the autoplay doesn't play. Don't know the reason why it doesn't play on my system. But you guys could also try the autoplay on your system while practicing and see if it works out. I don't really know what is wrong with it. And you also have the muted property, just like we saw in the audio, and the formatted and the supported. Okay, let's add the muted. See how this muted. You can see it's been muted. So when I click on play, so you won't hear anything. So by default it's muted. So but I can also remove the muted, and that's it with our HTML media, video, and audio. So we'll be looking into the file formats, the HTML audio formats which are being supported are the MP3, the OGG, MP3, OGG, and the WAV. So these are the currently supported audio formats for our browsers. And then for this should be MP4, OGG, and I think the AVI is supposed to be supported. okay, the WebM, sorry, and the WebM, web media. The WebM is the web media, short for web media. So the next one that I'll be looking into very briefly is the YouTube embed. So the easiest way to play videos in HTML is to upload your video to YouTube and then get the link and stream it via your browser. So for the YouTube will give you an ID, maybe YouTube embed. So the YouTube will give you an ID, for your whenever you upload a video to YouTube. It will give you an ID for that particular video. It might be YAXNEMLK YU. So the ID will be in this type, the ID will be this way. So whenever you copy you upload something to YouTube, a video to YouTube, the ID being generated is the one that you will need in order to play your video in your web page. So to play a YouTube video in HTML, we use an element called iframe, and this is how the iframe looks. We have the source, that's where the video is coming from. We also have the width and the height. The width and height. And at the same time, we also have the autoplay. So for the autoplay, we can let our video start playing automatically by adding a equal to 1, which you can see is very different from the video and the audio that we did. And we also have the muted, which can also be set equal to 1 if you want the YouTube embedded in our page to be muted or to start by default. So I'm not connected to the internet, but let me connect to the internet so that we can see this. So you can see this example. Let's check any YouTube here and then copy out the ID. It's supposed to have one. Or let's use this. Let's use the one that I have here with me. HTTPS www.youtube.com/embed/ so after the embed, then you can then add your ID. Remember, whenever you misplaced, maybe you, instead of writing a caps, you wrote in small caps, you won't get your video played. VQY ? So and then for the autoplay that we added here, you can now copy that. So the autoplay doesn't work the same way. This is just a query. Autoplay equal to 1 and muted equal to 1. So let's check that out. Okay, you can see the YouTube here, so you can click on play and see if I copied that. So the playback ID I copied or I wrote down is not working. It's supposed to be TGB. Okay, I missed B. So you see what I told you, if you miss any character here, your video won't play. So and the Y is supposed to be upper caps. So let me check that again. Refresh. Okay, so Bohemian Rhapsody, and then we can now play our uploaded YouTube video on our web page. Then we can also put that on pause. So that's it, guys. We also have the YouTube loop. I think I made a mistake. I'm actually asking myself why the muted is not working. So it's supposed to be autoplay 1 and mute equal to 1. So let me refresh. So you can see the YouTube is now muted and it's now being autoplayed. It's now playing automatically. I don't know why they are not playing for my video and my audio. You can see it's been muted and it's playing automatically. Let me refresh that once again. You can see it's reading, so it will continue to play. And you can also loop our YouTube video. By adding a loop equal to 1. To let the loop will help us loop our YouTube video. So let's add that here, and loop equal to 1. This is supposed to be under. And as you can see, for the embedded YouTube, all our attributes that has been written here are now being in the HTTP query. So we also have controls. By default, our controls are being added for us. By default, our controls are being added for us. So let's see that in action as well. Let me refresh. So I added the loop here.